Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. I urge you to follow me on social media at Prime Real Estate Rick. Just jump over to Facebook, Instagram, search at Prime Real Estate Rick. Give me a cool follow. Stay up to date on the latest and greatest with the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. Everything, stay up to date as far as the Houston real estate market and everything as far as the real estate market in general. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to wish you a happy Thursday. It's a blessing to be here this week. I want to thank everyone who tuned in last week. We had a great episode. We had great guests. We had a great guest co-host. But as always, we got to get really excited when my co-host is in the building. Back from Atlanta, GA. He's a Texas real estate broker. He is a multi-time author. He's also a serial entrepreneur. And he's known the worldwide as the Texas Real Estate King. Back from the Urban CEO Network Conference and Awards show is my co-host, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Ricky, I'm good, man. I cannot complain. I'm in the building. I've missed the show, but, you know, it was exciting just seeing how everybody just really fell into place and everybody was really, really excited last week, man. And I learned a lot. I've been on Kel for a while, but I've been in Urban and his company for a while, but just seeing him on the show and just seeing him drop so many nuggets about travel was really amazing. So that was pretty dope.
Now, it was so much going on while you were in Atlanta that your IG crashed.
Yeah, man. I'm still.
So we were
all
on the edge of our seats, keeping up with the story posts and the pictures. So for everyone who voted for you, can you let us know how did everything play out in Atlanta, and how was that Urban CEO Network Conference and Award show?
It was amazing conference. The award show was amazing. There was a lot of who's in the buildings, a lot of people that have started organizations that we don't even, because they built the brand so powerful, you don't even know what they look like that were in the building, man.
Right.
So I was lucky enough to pull off a victory. And honestly, I just thank everybody that voted. Everybody that took, the 5 or 10 seconds out of your time to go to the website and vote for me for Mr. HEO, and it was amazing, man. I won. It was exciting. The energy was in the building, and what can I say, man? It was just knowing that people care enough to take the time out their day to go do it, Rick, was what's the most important thing.
I want to take some time to publicly thank Miss Taria Avant.
Yes.
For putting on such an outstanding conference, an award show. I want to thank her for being a guest on our pod.
Yeah.
She's been very well received as a guest, and I want to thank her publicly again for sitting in and allowing you to not only be a participant, but also be an award winner.
Yeah. And whoever nominated me, I'm not even sure who nominated me, but whomever, because I know the nominations went out almost, I think the nominations were out like 4 months ago, way before the voting. So whoever it is that took the opportunity just to nominate me, I appreciate it. And I'm always open to being a part of those type of things, man. So the award ceremony was on Friday evening. Then that Saturday started the conference. That Saturday and Sunday was the conference. Of course, you can't go to Atlanta and not socialize a little bit. So while I was down there, I had a chance to hang out with our man Sid that we went to SFA with.
Right.
Good friend Dunlap. Dunlap is on the show called Ready to Love. So we were able to go hang out that evening at a lunch party that they did with him and the cast. My man Marcus was down there. He came over, and it was just great just being around good friends and just having fun.
Now, since your primary IG has been shut down. Where can everyone see these videos and pictures from that weekend?
Man, I'm steady trying to. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, to be honest. I mean,
What it might be is it might be iPhone. Brother. That's what it is. It's broken, baby.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure it out right now. Right now, we just gonna hold tight where we at, and we just figure it out.
Hey, man. Well, it's great to have you back, man. Congratulations again,
Thank
man.
you,
It's
sir.
always nice to know that when we send you out there to compete for these awards, you can bring back a trophy, man.
You know, that's the objective, man. Is because of the people that we keep around us, man. And like today's guests, you know, keeping the right people around us. So we'll be laughing and giggling, and we have an amazing guest that's gonna give us amazing nuggets today, man.
Hey, man, that's a perfect segue.
Yeah.
Because without any further ado, I would like to introduce our guest this week. She is not only one of the most successful realtors here in the greater Houston area, but she's also the team leader at Braden Real Estate Group. So I would like to introduce to the Prime Real Estate Network audience our guest this week, Mrs. Nicole Handy.
Thank you.
You get that applause, girl. You know it.
Y'all are fancy around here.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
man, Nicole, we try to do what we can,
Come
you
on,
know,
man.
especially since we was lucky enough to get her on the show.
Hey, look, man, we got you out here during homecoming
Man,
week, man, so we pulling out all the stops.
And Larry has on a purple shirt
I did.
representing Prairie View A&M University.
That's right. I had to
just
drop
for
it.
me. So
Yeah.
I really,
That's what's
truly
up. Prairie View
appreciate
University.
that.
That's one of my HBCUs, baby. Here we
Yes.
go, right here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're a Prairie View A&M Panther class of?
2007.
2007.
Okay.
So since we brought up the homecoming festivities, you know, people who aren't blessed or had the opportunity to attend Prairie View A&M University, sometimes they don't understand the draw that all the alumni and students have when it comes to the homecoming at that school. So in your opinion, what is it about your school that just has the type of family tie and bond that brings everyone back annually to a homecoming this size?
Exactly what you said, family time bond. We are a family. If you are a Panther, you are part of my family. You know, we live by that. We are family. We are Prairie View A&M Panthers.
Yeah.
You know, we struggle together. What do families do? Eat together,
Yeah.
love on one another, struggle together.
Absolutely.
You know, all of that encompasses Prairie View, the
Wow.
students, you know, the alumni. That's who we are. We are family. Anybody that went to Prairie View, you know, is welcome. Even if I don't know them, you know, is welcome
Right.
in my home. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And I can say anybody that I have met that has come, you know, has come from Prairie View has looked out for me. You know,
Wow.
has supported my business.
Yeah.
You know, has helped me to grow and excel. And so I do the same. You know, it's we a big family.
Yeah.
We walk, talk, eat as a family, and families should be proud.
Absolutely.
You know, family proud. So we are family proud. You know?
That's what's up, man.
And you know, that brings us to the title of today's episode. And today's episode is entitled The Family Business. And I would like for you to illustrate for our audience how the Braden Real Estate Group was originated
Okay.
and how it's organized and why that title for today's episode is so apropos to describing your organization.
All right. So Braden Real Estate Group. Braden is actually my maiden name. We are a very proud family.
Right.
But you know, it really stems from my grandmother. Mrs. Braden, Oscarine Braden, but it really stems from her and her instilling in her children and her grandchildren and great-grandchildren the importance of collaborating as a family, working as a family, growing as a family, supporting one another as a family, being there for family, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So how I even got into the real estate business, me and my first cousin, who is also the broker of the Braden Real Estate Group, and my partner has been my real estate partner from the beginning. Our grandmother basically gave us a check and said, go to real estate school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
like, come on, let me
You know
give y'all
you-
a secret right now.
Hey, man,
you know,
come on.
they've always bought and sold real estate without realtors. You
Yeah.
know, it's just I've never seen my grandmother work for anybody other than herself. I've always seen her run the family business, but they've always done it just on their own.
Yeah.
So she recognized that it was a need to, you know, protect our family assets.
Wow.
You know, and so
That's
she,
deep.
like I said, she gave us a check. She said, "Here, go to real estate school," and that is how my real estate career started. Myself and my partner, and we just been working together ever since. But it stemmed from our grandmother seeing a need to make sure that the things that were in our family stayed in our family, and you know, us being a part of her legacy.
Wow.
You know, her
Right.
building and stuff. Cause I'll be honest, I graduated with an engineering degree. I'm like, I'm going to be an engineer. And that's what that, you know. I'm
Right.
Sound like Mike.
engineering it out,
Exactly.
engineering it out, you know. And
Yeah.
she was like, no, I see a greater cause. You know, I see a greater purpose, and this is for the greater good of our family.
Wow.
You know, so if this is something you're really interested in, and I can tell that you are, let me push you, and she guided us, and here we are, and so we will always pay homage to our family because it started, from our family lifting us up and guiding us and directing us to strive to be more and be better and be greater. And so Braden Real Estate Group, Braden Shoe Factory, anything we evolve will encompass our family values, history, and name.
And I'm sure Larry will agree, there's a certain pride and ownership when you see your family name on the door.
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you, that pride and ownership, with it being a family-owned, family-run company, how does that trickle down to how you treat your clients?
Absolutely. So, and that's one thing that we focus on is treating our clients like family. We want them to feel like you're a part of our family, clients and also the agents on our team. We are a predominantly family business right now. Most of the agents on the team are family, but I'll say this, the agents that are not, true blood family, I rest assure you, they feel like their family.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
They feel like their family, and that's the goal. There's no such thing as, my grandmother used to tell me, there's no such thing as your real brother or your real sister or this and that.
We are family.
We are family, and no matter who we are, where we come from, we are family. And that's how I always look at it. She doesn't allow us to say, that's not my real mom or anything like that. Who loves you and who cares for you and who takes you in, that's your family. So we don't look at real versus fake. As we are family.
No doubt about it.
Something that's really cool that I learned about you when I was doing my research about your company and your entrepreneurial journey. You guys and your family have an annual ladies trip that they have, Larry.
Right.
Not trip, event.
Excuse me.
Night.
Ladies night or ladies weekend.
One day. Well, it's turned into 2 weekends, 2 days, 2 Saturdays out of the month. But right. We do. So just kind of talk about that. So there's predominantly women in my family. I'll say that. So my dad, he's the only boy of 4 girls.
Oh, wow.
And of those 4 girls, they produce like 7 or 8 more girls. so it's a lot of women.
That's a lot of women.
Yeah, sound like my pops.
Yeah, it's a lot of women in our family. So my aunt actually had this idea to come up with this girls' night. Mm-hmm. And what it is just a celebration of girls and girlfriends and, women having fun together, uplifting one another, empowering one another. So this is actually our 12th year doing it. It's November 2nd and November 9th. And I'm sorry, everybody, it's already sold out. But
now it's good when the tickets sold out, LB.
Yeah,
it started.
That's always a sign right there.
Hey, that's a positive sign, brother.
Yeah, it started as just we're gonna get together with our close friends and family, close girlfriends and family, and just celebrate everything. Just have fun, have a good time, and be in the moment, not worry about the rest of the world's problems and what else is going on, and just make it a really exciting environment to be in and be a part of. And we never thought that would grow to what it has grown to. It's a family event too. My grandmother provides the space. She has reception halls.
Okay.
Yeah, so she provides the space, and we all meet and work it. But it started with it started where we grew to 400 women on one Saturday night. Now we're up to having to have 2 Saturday nights, and so we have 400 plus women on 2 Saturday nights out of November. So it's a lot of work for us, but it's a lot of fun. And to see the reaction and response on the women's faces for just being there and enjoying it in the moment, it's very fulfilling, and we love it. And it's for women of all ages, from millennials all the way to, we call them tough cookies. We celebrate the tough cookies. So anybody 70 years older or above, we have gifts and we have fun with them, and we allow them to be themselves. And these are our grandmothers and great grandmothers. They probably wouldn't get up and dance and shake their booty, honestly, in any other setting or environment. But it's okay to do it there and just be yourself and have fun. So it's for all ages. We love it. Like I said, it's sold out this time, but I would love for anybody
they'll follow
listening,
you.
Anybody listening who's following me. It's done every November. So I would love to meet people there, people to meet me there next November.
Next November, because not this November.
And we would
hey,
do
you too late for this November. Next November.
Next November. We would do it more often, but it's just so much work.
I can understand.
It's so
totally.
fulfilling, but it's so much work.
I can only imagine how the younger members of your family, the new daughters, the new nieces, how when they get included in this event, how over time they just come to expect it, look forward to it. And there's certain rites of passage, because I know as a young man, when you're old enough where your uncles finally let you sit at the big guy table, and then when you get a little bit older, then you get to stand out and do other things. So this is just something that I'm sure it's something that's really fulfilling, is really gratifying, and something that you look forward to, even though it is a lot of work.
Yeah, and you know what? I think the last year when we had it, it really solidified it for me, because I had a lady that came up to me and she said, my daughter died a year ago and you remind me of her. She said, I have not left my house since. And she said, this is the first time that I've left my house, and I'm so grateful and thankful that it was for something like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really deep. I thank you so much. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about your professional background, your entrepreneurial evolution, and who helped to inspire you to not only join the family business, but to help push it into the next millennium. So if you wouldn't mind, stick with us. We're going to take a short break, and I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
This is Rick Davis, realtor and host of the Prime Real Estate Network. Are you currently leasing or looking to relocate to the Houston area, and you find yourself falling in love with the home but aren't quite in a position to purchase? Well, no worries. We offer the Right to Purchase program. We can place you in the home of your dreams at current market rental rates and give you up to 3 years to buy. Did you know that a majority of the homes that are for sale offer better quality than those that are for rent? So why wait? Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Let me and my team help you purchase a home that you and your family can fall in love with. Give me a call today at 832-928-3963. And remember to follow the Prime Real Estate Network podcast on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Be blessed.
Welcome back to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Prime Real Estate Rick. For the latest and greatest in men's and women's hats and fedoras, please visit our sponsor at shopelitestyle.com. And if you're looking to buy, sell, invest in commercial or residential real estate here in the great city of Houston or anywhere in our great state of Texas, please stop by our website at brooksanddavis.com. As always, my co-host, sitting in the captain's chair.
Yes, sir.
To my immediate right is the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, not much. I want to give a quick plug out to Pure Hustle, new shopping clothing brand that I'm a part of. They decided to take me on as a sponsor, man, so I'm just pushing out the things they got going on. So if y'all ever get a chance, visit and support shoppurehustle.com.
Absolutely, brother. Good to be back. Next time, man, you got to bring the trophy in with you.
Yeah, man. You know what? I don't know what I was thinking.
Sit that thing up next to the mic, man.
Here's the thing about the hustle, right?
Right.
Like literally, you get in, you moving, you shaking, everything gets back to normal when it comes to what work look like. So I dropped it off at the office. Even Mike was like, well, man, I need to see what we spent, you spent all this time in Atlanta. What you do? You're like, because, you also got featured in a magazine that goes out to a large body of people, too. So I just got back to the grind.
Okay, so you're making a public commitment to bring it in next week?
I'll have it with me next week.
Already? Hey, that's all I wanted to box you in on, brother.
Nicole,
appreciate you.
Gives me such
it's a
tough
cold
time.
game, ain't it?
Hold them accountable.
Absolutely. I want to thank our guests, man, because our first half of this episode has been outstanding. It's absolutely on fire. I want to thank everybody who's checking us out on Facebook. But she is a professional realtor and team lead at the Braden Real Estate Group. Our guest this week is Mrs. Nicole Handy.
Hello, everybody.
Now, in our first segment, we were talking a lot about your real estate organization, its family roots, its family organization. But you do so much in the community. Before I had the opportunity to sit down with you today, I had saw that you were active with the Houston Black Real Estate Investment Association. I've seen you being really active on social media as far as public service. So can you talk a little bit about the work you've done with the Houston Black Real Estate Investment Association?
Yeah, so myself along with my partner Courtney Moore, we started that event, and so right now the we call it the BRIA, right? It's short for Black Real Estate Investing Association. But I actually met Courtney at another RIA.
Oh, wow.
You know, that
Okay.
was of course non-black RIA, and so you know, I can talk to anybody. You know, I interact with anybody. You know, I feel like I'm a diverse person, but it's it's something about you just, you know, being around people that look like you and that can relate to you sometimes. You
No
know, there's
doubt.
nothing
Yeah.
wrong with
Yeah.
that. So I literally was like, you know, I'm gonna find the black real. You know, where do the black investors meet up at? And so I get online and I Google Houston Black Real Estate Association, and I was so surprised that big as Houston is,
Wow.
not one single thing came up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not one single thing came up. So right now, you know, I think that was all I needed to say, okay, I'm not going to wait for the opportunity. I'm going to create it, right?
Right.
So Courtney and I, we got together and we started the Houston Black Real Estate Investment Association. So right now, it is a collaborative environment for like-minded people, black people that have an interest in real estate or real estate investing to come together, network. And our motto is learn, leverage, and grow, right? We want to learn from one another, leverage off of what the skills and the things that others have, and then let's all grow together. There's enough to go around.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
There's enough to go around. It's no need for the competition. Let's get together and grow and build on that. So that's how it came about. So right now we host a monthly networking event the second Thursday of every month. It's at different locations, so you can follow it on IG, Houston Bria _, or you can follow it on Facebook, Houston Black Real Estate Investing Association, to find out where the monthly events will be. We hope to evolve that into greater things. So, you know, offering maybe training or coaching. I'll be honest, I just don't have the time. I wish I did. I wish I did, but I would love to work with people that have an interest in growing our community's knowledge in investing, because we see a lot. I mean, and you all as realtors, we see a lot of people that's losing grandmama's house
All the time.
You
Oh, my
know,
goodness
or
gracious.
letting things go just because, you know, circumstances happen, but they don't know that there are there's opportunities or there are options, you know, to save grandmama's house.
They
you know,
don't.
so that's another reason, you know, why we wanted to, like I said, just help and grow the knowledge of our community in that space.
And I've had the opportunity of attending the event several times, man, and it's a great environment of learning. I've bumped into people and they're open to just teaching you or just saying, hey, come jump on the bus with me, and I want to show you what it is that we do. And so you find that comfort zone in going to the event. And it's much like you said, I participate in things that are called like land day. And a lot of times we just don't know. Somebody get a tax bill, they don't be nothing but $1,500, but they're willing to let a $45,000 or $50,000 home go just because they don't understand it's just a tax bill, right? So I think I like Bria. I think it's an amazing organization, and the things that it's doing for the culture and just for people that want to get the knowledge base all together when it comes to investment is powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
that's a great initiative, and that's a wow that y'all would, like, you searched that and it was nothing there.
I
man.
was
That's crazy to
appalled
me.
that there was not a single one
That's
in
crazy
the
to
great
me.
city of Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
And you know, the best thing about the Bria is that there are countless entrepreneurs, aspiring investors who I'm sure you've not only inspired, but also motivated to get off the sideline and get involved. And I want to ask you, who served as your initial inspiration and mentor when it came to building a real estate platform, being an entrepreneur and businesswoman? Was there anyone in your family, relatives that just gave you that push to be such a leader?
Absolutely. Like my grandmother, I will always go back to my grandmother, her work ethic. I mean, she's had several businesses, and it you know, even from the reception halls, the event centers, to the multifamily, you know, apartment complexes, to I went to her daycare as a kid, you know.
Wow.
I've always watched her, and this is one reason why I get up at the crack of dawn now. But I remember as a child seeing her get up literally by 5 a.m. every day, you know, and going to work, you know, going to run her businesses. And to this day, my grandmother is 86, I think.
Still getting it going.
Still, she says she's not stopping because she feels like she's gonna pass away if she does.
Yeah, man, can't
You know,
stop, won't
And
stop.
so, you know, I look at that, and that is my determination. But for her, it's the legacy that she's leaving for her family.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about I'm doing this because I want to be seen or this is what I've always done. It's she's always said, this is what I'm doing for my family.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
I'm doing this because of my family. So, you know, my grandmother will always, I admire, you know, people that's done, leaders in Houston that's done great things and things like that. But my grandmother is my number one and sole inspiration.
Wow.
You were prominently featured in an area magazine recently where you shared a lot about your family, your outlook on business, and what you feel like real estate should be. Can you speak to our audience a little bit about that interview and how it came about and how they could go about seeing it?
Yeah, so I was featured on Voyage magazine, and they reached out to me for their Trailblazer series. So they were spotlighting women in Houston, trailblazing women in Houston, and somebody nominated me. I don't know.
Probably the same person nominated Mr. Brooks.
Whoever nominated me. Thank you so very much, because I don't know. I don't know who nominated me, but they focus on your background, your business, and things like that, and they ask some of the same questions. Who inspired you? And you'll read in my interview. It's always been my grandmother. Yeah. And it always will be my grandmother. But again, like I said, I don't know who nominated me, but I think what Voyage magazine is doing to spotlight. I don't want to say underdogs, but I'll say hidden gems, right? Hidden gems across Houston, right? To spotlight hidden gems across Houston and bring light to people that may not necessarily have that platform.
That makes sense.
That's a great thing. They're doing a great thing.
Were you aware of how much of an influence you were having over the public for somebody to nominate you for that? Because I think sometimes the nomination, I'm sure, was very flattering and surprising. But do you take notice of how you're affecting people?
You know what? Honestly, I don't. I honestly, I don't. I just try to give to people what I feel I would want them to give to me.
Exactly.
If you look on my Instagram and stuff like that, you'll see that I give video. I have different videos on, of course, real estate topics, but just even from an investing side, just, giving people tips and tricks and things like that. And I've had people say, well, you should be selling that information. I'm like, why? No. I learned from somebody, right? So I'm not doing nothing that nobody hasn't done for me.
Wow.
Which is, took me by the hand, saw that I had an interest, and helped build me up, through giving me knowledge and we can always add value to one another.
That makes sense.
It's not a competition. It's 10 million houses in Houston.
It's enough.
I tell people all that time, it's enough to go around. It is plenty enough to go around. So, no, I don't realize that sometimes. But I will say this, some people do reach out to me and let me know that. And I'm very appreciative, thankful, and grateful for that, because my goal is just to, even if it's just one person on my IG, to impact and to help grow them as a person. Then I've done my job.
Yeah.
Well, on behalf of myself and Larry, and I'm sure Larry will tell you, but I thank you so much for sitting in this week, because I know there are professionals, men and women, people who are clients of yours, clients currently, business partners, who would really appreciate seeing you in this particular dynamic. I don't know how many times you've had the opportunity to sit down in this type of forum, but I thank you so much, because I know you're bringing so much to today's episode. So for anyone who watches this interview or hears it later on our podcast app, how can they go about contacting you, interacting with you personally? Is there any events or anything that you're hosting?
So the first thing you guys can do is come to the Bria every second Thursday of the month.
Absolutely.
It's from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And like I said, you can follow the Bria on IG. So that's Houston Bria _ or on Facebook, just search Houston Black Real Estate Investing Association. Also, you can find me online on social media. Of course, my social media, my Instagram is Mrs. Nikki Handy. And you can also find me on Facebook. If you just search Nicole Handy Realtor, you can, and then within those platforms, you can email me as well. But I will give you my email address. It's Nicole@Braden, RE, like real estate, regroup.com. So, guys, I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm happy to, I'm not one of those. Let me say this. I don't feel like I'm one of those people that's not approachable, and
I don't get that from you either, though. You know what I'm saying?
Larry.
No,
yes, I
you know
don't feel
what?
like I'm one of those people that's not approachable.
It took me forever to get on this show, guys.
That is not true. Larry keeps saying that. I beg to differ.
Saying.
Let him talk.
I was
Let
like,
him talk. He just talking. I know.
I'm just saying.
I beg to differ.
I'm just saying.
Because when he reached out, I'm like, oh, that's Larry Brooks. Hold on, let me respond.
There you go.
Well, I thank you so much for making it happen, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. And I want to say that I really, truly admire what you brothers are doing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
it takes a lot to do things like this, you know, to just take the time to give to the people. So I really admire that, you know, just from giving to the people, you know, the way you all have run your business and everything. Kudos to you guys, because you guys are killing it and genuinely doing a great job at it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so
Appreciate
much.
that.
Now, Mr. Brookso,
Yes, sir.
I know it's been a busy week for you,
Trying
but
to
you back
recover.
in the city, man.
Back in the city. I'm gonna be out and about this weekend, man. You know, I'm probably gonna, since I'm gonna be in the city, I might find a way to squeeze down this Prairie View homecoming,
Come on,
man.
come on. I'm
Because
telling
I keep
you.
hearing
I'm
about it. It's the
telling
buzz.
You can pull up to my RV. We'll feed you. We'll
So-
treat you like family.
Yeah, so I might
I'ma
be
do it,
down
I'ma
there, man.
I'ma do it.
You know,
Hey,
and so
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Y'all need to text me before y'all get there, because the phones don't work. So I'm gonna send you a little map to where the RV is. There's
No
so
doubt,
many people
no
down there.
doubt.
The
it
phones
gets
don't
back
work.
like that.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That's good info to know. I didn't know.
Hey,
that.
well, Mr. Larry W. Brooks will
Yeah.
be appearing at the Prairie View A&M homecoming this
Be
Saturday.
my
He just said it. He just said it. He publicly said
But
it.
I will
Hold
be
him
back in
accountable.
the city that evening because
Hey, man.
a friend of mine is coming into town. They're doing another, I guess, lunch or viewing party for that Ready to Love thing with London.
Oh man, yeah,
So
I
I'll be
give
at that
our
on
frat
Saturday,
brother
too.
big shout out, man.
Yeah,
What's
shout
going
out
on,
to
London, man? I'm gonna be in the building. I'm gonna check you out, brother.
Yeah.
On behalf of myself, Ms. Nicole Handy,
Thank
I
you
want to
very
thank everybody for tuning in this week.
No doubt.
If you need anything, we're always here. Thank you for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis, and I'll see you all next Thursday. Be blessed.
Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC is marketing a property for sale right now that you can buy. These properties range from land lots for under $20,000 to move-in ready homes $500,000 and more, along with everything in between. To see this week's list of properties for sale you can buy now, go to bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. That's bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. If you plan on selling some real estate and you need it on the weekly list, call 713-665-8329 to speak with someone about it.